the sales pattern during the circuit breaker period. Okay, this is nearer than the government land sales back in 2013. This is like 1 year ago circuit breaker. So some things that we can derive from the circuit breaker is, if it's during such a hard time and challenging time, such as circuit breaker, and there is still transaction, wouldn't it give us a clue that that location or that projects or that profile of demands and property are places that people want to go to, even when there's so much challenges? So currently we're at phase 2, and touch wood, it may go until circuit breaker, it may not, but we are at a more challenging situation. Wouldn't it be the same kind of property profile that people will be paying attention to, that will comes to become a transaction similar to the circuit breaker time? And that's why we took the effort to research about what are the property, what are the new launch profile, and where are all these condos, specifically the names of the condos. Okay, so that's like 1 year ago and 1 year now. So let me show these studies to you. There are 3 segment insights that I would like to share with you on transactions profile during circuit breaker period. First segment is new homes. Second segment is resale homes. And third segment is HDB resale. All these 3 segments have experienced monster transactions volume. Okay, so it's pertinent for us to study into details. Okay, first one is review of the top selling new homes during Q2 2020 circuit breaker. Okay, this is what we understand, that the surge of new home volume after circuit breaker is even higher. Okay, currently it's at this level. Circuit breaker has dropped to here. So let's look at the top selling new homes during Q2 2020 circuit breaker. So these are all the top seller. Okay, the top selling project is here. So they all, I mean, by looking at the projects, these are all the project launched 1 year ago or even earlier. But we try to size them out. Okay, we find that the top selling new homes are large project again, just like the during the last great land sales period in 2017. Most are large projects, and 60% of that projects is more than 1,000 units. Okay, got it? That means 60% of the transactions that has top seller project is more than 1,000 units. 87% is more than 500 units. So don't waste time on smaller units project. You got to focus on mega projects. Okay, the top selling new homes have 90%, okay, 200 unsold unit. So recently we have added this feature in myERA on that project stacks that you can easily check, all right, any time of the month, any month or any day that you want to check, you can just check. It will show you the number, the percentage of unsold unit in that development. So by looking at that, you'll be able to know which development has more than 200 units. Okay, so in this case, development that is more than 200 units sell a lot, okay, during the last circuit breaker. And the top selling new homes is also 80% less than 800 meters from the existing MRT stations or upcoming MRT station. Okay, so 3 key points that I've explained, and in a nutshell, during circuit breaker period, the top selling homes have this profile. Okay, large projects, more than 500 units in the development, new projects with 200 remaining units, and property that's near MRT stations. And during COVID-19 circuit breaker, when it's so inconvenient, these are the projects that sell the most unit. So right now is phase 2 only. These are the potential top selling new homes that I want you to focus now during phase 2. The same kind of profile as per the circuit breaker time. Are you with me so far? Okay, take note of all these projects. These will be top seller now. Leiden Green, Midwood, Florence Residences, Avenue South Residence. All right, one per bank. Treasure at Tampines, Park Clementes, Sengkang Grand Residences, Ola EC, Woodley Residences, Foret at Bukit Timah, a Well Hill Residence, and Amber Park. Okay. Based on research and based on the transaction profile that we have derived from the last circuit breaker, these fall under the category of more than 500 units, all right, remaining more than 200 units, and within 800 meters from existing and upcoming MRT station. So I especially put a star here, is that focus on all these projects. All the project DD and all the project IC and staff, all these also, please be informed to pay more attention on marketing the remaining units in this project. Okay, this will be a big mega sell out for this project during this time. Okay, are all with me so far? All right, including the project staff and project DDs and project tagger, project ICs, please take note. If this is your project, it's boom time Charlie for you. Please pay special attentions and start working on more consumer seminars, start working on more engagement with all your customers and your prospects. Okay, so while buyers gravitate towards higher quantum in 2021, okay, so which type of projects quantum size will fly off the shelf? Okay, to give you some clue is that from a 2020 medium price, it seems like for all new projects, new condos, that excluding EC, it's at 1.3 million. Okay, the medium price for EC is like 1 million. For resale property is also 1.394 million. That is last year. But until this year, until now May, the new home have actually gone up to about 1.5 million. Okay. Resale is about 1.45 million and EC is about 1.2 million. So focus on here, okay? The sweet spot have actually go higher. So right now, actually, demands can afford higher tiers of purchase, okay? It's not that the previous last year, you have actually increased. The growth is shown that after the circuit breaker, people are willing to pay more for the property price. Okay. So second review is about resale. So I finished on a new home. What are the type of project that you should be focusing right now? Okay, on that mega projects and those near MRT and those with remaining units. Let me focus your attentions to review top selling resale condos during second quarter 2020 circuit breaker. So bring you back to 1 year ago, the resale transaction volume is only 700 plus for second quarter. So right now is at that 3,000 level. Okay, so it's as much as 4 times. Okay, so a lot of resale volume right now. So the top resale condo during the worst time in circuit breaker is like Marina One Residences and all the rest here. Okay, these are not in hundreds, okay, but I just want to show you what are the profile first. Okay, these are the profile. 65% of the transactions has more than 500 units in the development, which means they are also large development. They are not small development. And 45% of the resale condos are recently MOP ECs, okay, which are also the attraction during that time. Okay. And top selling resale condos are 85% 3 years old from TOP. So from TOP, just hand over key TOP plus, and within that 3 years, they are the hot projects that is in the resale market. So let's sum up that during the circuit breaker time, the top selling resale home have all these characteristics. Number one, the project is more than 500 units. Number two, it's also newly MOP ECs. Number three, they are not very old condos. They are less than 3-year-old from TOP or less than 6-year-old resale home. Okay, because launch need 3 years to build and 3 years after TOP. So they are less 6-year-old resale home. So this is the potential list that I've extracted for you. Okay, on the list of potential top selling resale condo to focus right now during phase 2. Okay, these are the projects that we have extracted that fulfills all the above that I have just mentioned to you about the characteristics of the top selling resale home. So there will be High Park Residences, King's Sport Water Bay, Marina One Residences, okay, Sim Oasis and Cocoa Palms, North Park, Tapestry, Seaside Residences, Botanic at Bartley, Park Riviera, Queen's Peak, Park Botania, Pause Residences, Grandview Park, Lake Grandview, Principal Gardens, Symphony Suites, Apps Residences, Gems Residences, and Forest Wood, Le Quest, the Clement Canopies, Highland Residences, and Sofa Hills. So these are all the resale and MOP ECs is here. All right. This will be the potential top selling MOP ECs to focus right now. And I shade it. I actually add in every MOP ECs, okay? Because I do have a few that those below 500 will also sell well. But if you focus on all those 500, it will never be wrong. So these are all the ECs that have more than 500 units. Okay, so you can pay attention on all these MOP EC also if you are serving tenant and also serving a seller. This will be the potential high volume transactions during this time. Okay, why ECs and resale condos are more attractive during this time is because of the disparity in prices. So for customers who are more careful about the investments and also very risk adverse, they want to buy something that is within their reach, or they want to buy something that is they want to be convinced that they're not paying too much. So this will be a good slide to use to show them that the resale condos and ECs are more affordable than new homes at the current moment. Okay, there's a big disparity of 49% between the per square foot price of new launch and resale condo in the same location, and also the new homes condo versus the ECs prices. Okay, third, for all trusted advisor here from ERA, okay, is to review the top selling HDB resale estate during last year's circuit breaker. So which one is the top selling estates, even though there is so much challenges? Okay, a review of HDB price is this. Since Q2 circuit breaker, okay, you can see that the price actually shot up. This is a classic, man. Okay, all the experts keep on telling us that the HDB price will be stagnant forever, but it's not true. Actually, the demand of HDB is also very strong. Just that the giant have just been woken up. Okay, so HDB price currently is at it's only short of all-time peak value. Okay, it should be able to cross that within 1 or 2 quarters. So, but then at this we actually look at this. Right now, the transaction volume is about double that of what happens during circuit breaker. All right. So what this means is there's a lot of transactions, and during the circuit breaker time, the top selling locations are all these. Okay. Of course, those that is at the front here, those are the one that a lot of our top 100 achievers stations there. Okay. So the top selling HDB estates have common characteristics. Okay, they have more than 100 flats sold in the estates, and 75% are in estates with more than 50,000 HDB flats. So if you are agents that believe in, work on the upgraders market and HDB, you work on estates that is large estates. Okay, in this case, shaded by the yellow color, these are all the estates that have more than 50,000 HDB flats under their management. And 62.5% of HDB estates with 1,000 MOB flat in the pipeline, which is in this year 2021, had 300 resale flats in first quarter 2021 transactions are all these. Okay, so interestingly, okay, these are all the locations that has volume. So pay attention at all these locations. So you're going to make your GTA I mean, you're going to make that HDB estates to be your GTA. These are the HDB estates. Okay. So large volume of flats is eligible to enter into the resale market. These are the 5-year MOP. So this year there is 26,000 coming MOP. Next year will be even higher. Okay, so your focus on the large flats estate, then it's never wrong. Okay, and a lot of these upgraders will buy into the resale market. Okay, in this case, the resale market in OCR, RCR, and CCR. Okay, OCR has reached a level. Okay, OCR is represented by green color. It has reached a level that is close to the all-year transactions in 2019. So there's a lot of interest in resale condos in OCR. And guess where all this buyer comes from? It's from the HDB upgraders market. Okay, so what I want you to take note is the current market situation. The new homes, the resale homes, and the HDB is all booming. But pay attention on all those locations that have survived and did well during the last circuit breaker. And this time around during phase 2, all right, you will enjoy the fruit of success if you focus in that direction.